Alrighty, guys. Welcome back in. It has been a very eventful day. We got Rick Scarlato on the table here, looking to take the first rack. We are waiting.
Okay, well, all right. That's cool.
Carl, who? You got it on there?
Where am I looking? Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Burger. Freedom burger. Thank you.
All right, guys. I got a real name for you. Rick Scarlato versus Carl Friedenberger. Looks like Scarlato is looking to take an early lead in this rack. He's going to try to cement it here on his break now. Gets the wing ball down. 4 ball down in the side pocket as well. Was that the 4 and the 6, I believe? Appreciate everybody getting back in the stream. I know it's been a little crazy back and forth between internet and no power issues. It's just been an eventful day, to say the least. I mean, hey, we gotta keep it interesting, right? What is it that they say? I can't enjoy the sun without a little rain. Well, it's been raining all day, boys. Good times, good times.
Okay, table 11, Maurice King, Paul Kogel.
We're just trying to send that 1 ball up past the 9 ball. Ended up coming up a little short here. It's not going to be what he wants. All right, let's see what Carl's able to do here. Welcome back in, everybody. If you can, do us a huge favor. Go ahead and share the stream. I have a couple of solutions for some of the issues that we're having with the internet because I'm able to have more flexibility on different platforms that don't involve Facebook. So if you're watching this on Facebook, definitely need to follow us on Twitch and YouTube. I'm actually going to go ahead and look at this shot. What a shot, Carl. Good shot.
Okay, match going out on table 14, JT and RJ Musser. Table 14, RJ and JT.
It's a good shot there. Good straight stroke. So this cue ball is going to be sliding over towards the 5 ball a little bit. See if he decides to come around and get above the 5 ball again, or if he's going to try to hold this. So you can follow this up. It's a good shot there. Carl's making them pretty good here. We're going to have a good set on our hands, guys. through all the ups and downs. Once we're back at it, you guys are going to get some good matches. Carl is not going to give Rick anything easy. This is a bit of a stretch here for Carl. Pay attention to where the cue ball lays for him. He is a little bit shorter than Rick is, so these types of shots where the cue ball is getting left down table here are going to play a difference. Let's see if we can drain this 9 ball just like he did all the rest of them. And that's exactly what he does. We're all tied up here, guys. Carl to break. In between these racks here, make sure you go ahead and drop us a follow on Twitch and YouTube. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab some links for you guys. There we go. If you guys are watching on Facebook, if you decide to follow us on Twitch or YouTube, then you will be able to watch in full HD.
Huh? Yeah, exactly.
There's the links. I pinned it as a comment, so you guys can always click that. If you're not familiar with Twitch or YouTube, it's a completely free platform, just like Facebook. And it's just an easy way for you guys to stay connected to our content. You guys are actually going to get higher quality viewing through those channels than you will through Facebook, as Facebook basically caps at 720p. Even though we're broadcasting at 1080, they basically downscale the resolution. So, let's get caught back up here in this match.
Stephanie Manning, please come to the tournament table.
So he's on this 2 ball here. If he wants to bridge over the 7, he can shoot the 2 up in the corner. That leads to the 3 a little bit easier. Oh, he had a little bit more room in there than I thought he did. That was a great shot there. 3 and the 4 are pretty close together here. The 5 to the 7 is going to be the tricky part here. So really the 4 to the 5 is the key shot, because how he gets on the 5 is going to dictate how he can get to the 7. So this is going to be the critical position play here, because he has to leave the proper angle to get on the short side of that 7. Let's see how he decides to do it. Most likely it's going to be a 2-rail shape from the 5 to the 7, either which way. If he plays it the way I think he's going to, it's going to be 3-rail. So this is what I anticipated him doing. So he's just going to come around 3 rails and land a little bit above the chalk there, in between the chalk and the side pocket on the top rail there. Looks like we got a few fans in the chat rooting for Rick Scarlato. If you're tuning in, go ahead and tell us who you're gunning for. How many fans we got out there for pretty boy Ricky? And how many do we have out there pulling for our man Carl? I got to step my game up with this ball tracker, guys. Sorry, I get to talking to you guys, and then I start missing them left and right. Hope you guys like that little feature. We snuck that in there for you guys today. going to have to put a stroke on this ball. The shot was there, and he drilled it too good. Drilled it too good. Hey, we have Alicia in here. It looks like Carl's daughter is in here pulling for him. That is awesome. Way to show support for Pops. That's awesome. So it's kind of tough here. He's going to use the 7. He's going to use the 8 to hold the 7 and let the cue ball slide past the 7 to be on the other side of the 9 ball. So the 9 ball is going to be his blocker here. I think his hesitation is coming from the fact that he's leaving the 7 close to the 9. So if Carl takes a whack at it, he's going to be coming towards the 9 ball. So looks like he's going to send the cue ball the other direction just to ensure that there's a little bit more distance here. So he's still going to use the 9 as a blocker, just in a different way. So he's going to leave him eyes to the 7, but not a pocket. This right here is going to give you guys a little bit of actually, that's not true. This ball is bankable. So if he wants to offense it, he can. He can even do a two-way shot, bank it, leave the cue ball down here on the bottom side of the 9 ball. If the 7 falls, awesome. If it doesn't, hopefully you got the 9 as a blocker. So Carl's got some options here. He's just waiting for his opponent on the other, the table across from him to finish shooting. Waiting for his neighbor. Let's see if Carl decides to fire at this. Drills it. What a shot. So it worked out good. He needed to make it too because it leaked out. He played the shot completely right there is what it looked like. Good shot by Carl. There's 2 shots right there that you just saw him make are the difference between people who go deep in events and people who don't, because everybody gets those types of opportunities sometime throughout their set. Rarely do people get out consistently. The ones that get out consistently from those situations are the ones who go deep in events. So Carl's going to take the lead for the first time in this set. Rick is down a rack, but he's breaking. Let's see if he can run one back on him. Tie the scoreboard up. This little brief moment, I want to shout out our sponsors. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, keeping it free for all the viewers. And if you guys are enjoying yourself while you're watching the stream, you want to help us out, help keep the stream free for everybody, go ahead and consider leaving us a tip. You can go ahead and send it over via PayPal at sales@bsncoverage.com, or you can just click the link in the video description. It'll take you right to the donate link. But massive shout out to the sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. Links to all of their websites and Facebook pages are also found in the video description. Go ahead and show those guys some love. The way I look at it, guys, is most of our sponsors are already involved in the pool world in some way, shape, or form, even though their businesses don't necessarily, they're not billiard businesses. The people who run them are involved in the billiard scene, and so they're already active in the community and doing positive things, and so we got to support those who are actively supporting the sport. It's the only way it's going to grow and get it to where we want to be. So the biggest way you can support us is to support our sponsors. Meanwhile, Rick is going to get the 6 ball down the break here. No eyes on the 1. So he's going to leave it down here towards the short rail. See how Carl elects to play this. Carl passes it back. Says, no bueno, I do not want it. Don't blame him. Let's see if Rick is going to safe him. He's got a lot of traffic on the table here. Thank you. Can get him down here between. Oh, he might have got it perfect. There we go. It's a good shot there. Probably going to force Carl to come in 2 rails behind the 1 ball. And the 1 ball could be heading towards the 9. All kinds of magic can happen. He's peeking down to see if there's a little bit of a window here. See how he does it. I see him going in between the 2 and the 4, basically hitting the rail right about where that chalk is on the bottom of your screen.
Okay, we got a match going out. Table 7, Stephanie Manning, Tim Tanana.
Or
Table 7.
aiming towards the chalk, I should say. He's going to go the other way. Gets a good hit. It's going to scratch on the side. This is unfortunate. Welcome in, everybody. Those of you who are just now tuning in, you're listening to Josh Satterfield from the Billiard Sports Network. I'm bringing you guys some live coverage of the Maryland State 9-Ball Championship held here at Champion Billiards in Frederick, Maryland. You are watching Rick Scarlato versus Carl Friedenberger. Scarlato's at the table now, looking to even the score line here. He's in the position to be able to do it. Just going to let this cue ball roll just a little bit. It's probably going to play 2 rails here. See how he elects to do it. Just like that. And the track is primed and ready for Rick to get out of it. Most of the work's already been done. The rest of this is elementary from here. Stay focused and get out.
As always, thank you for all that you do, brother.
Thanks, man.
Let's hope. You still in it?
No, definitely not. No, I need more sleep. I need more sleep before it's gonna matter. Oh yeah, take it easy, brother. So instead of trying to do anything fancy there, Rick just elects to put down the 7 ball, take the shot of the 8. The 8 leads to the 9. He doesn't have to do anything fancy here. Just make the ball fall in the hole. Which is what he does.
Okay, table 3.
He's looking good right here.
Lyons, Brian Jones, table 3. Eric Lyons.
What did you
Brian
guys think of
Jones.
Del Sim versus Sean Wilkie? I didn't even get to see that match. Rick's gonna tie it up 2-2. I was over there. I was playing my match. I was 2 racks in. Their whole set was over. Not even kidding. It was pretty amazing. ball might have stopped that scratch from happening there. Look at that. The one ball stops the cue ball from scratching and then got kicked into the corner pocket. Two ball found the side pocket. And we're down to the three ball here. As you can see, full eyes. But where does he want to put it? Does he want to use this traffic to hide the cue ball? Or does he want to get aggressive and bank it? He's definitely looking through all of his options. He's got to be careful here. If he scrubs that four ball on the way back, it's a foul. Don't see that being an issue. Looks like he's going to be playing safe. He's not going to cross. Oh, look. Oh, he almost did it. Perfect. There for a second, I felt like he was going to hit it and stop. And then it looked like it might roll by. I just experienced a roller coaster of emotions watching that ball roll. So Rick's got a good opportunity here. He's attacking this ball. Just let the cue ball float out above the four ball. Take the four in the side or the corner. He hit it perfect. There we go. Yep, that's exactly what he needed. So he's going to have options here too. If he wants, he can draw this back a little bit or take the five in the side. He's standing behind the side pocket right now, looking towards the five in the side, finding his angle and how he'd come around for the six ball. Or does he want to draw it back and shoot the five in the corner? So he decides to stay with the five in the side here.
Namaste. Ricky's playing pretty good. I had the unfortunate draw of getting him first, and he played very well. So obviously he's still on the winner's side. So he's just one of them guys that's come a long way. Played for a long time, took off a little bit, and then now he's back to playing again. Plays a lot on the bar tables. And is just trying to get back into playing some of these big table events.
Just slapped a huge extension on the bottom of his cue there.
Yeah, he's got a long reach there, but the seven ball's by the pocket, so he's just really got to worry about just pocketing the ball here.
Nice.
Yeah, nice smooth stroke. Gets a little closer to the work. To make it a little bit easier for him to get to the eight ball here. Really might be a little straight here. So if he can use any of the rail, just get back to even where the cue ball's at now, he can play the eight ball in the bottom pocket. Ideally, you like to play the eight ball on the side and make it easy to get to the nine. But yeah, he hit it good, just like I was saying, just to get kind of back there to play the eight in the corner. Because now all he's got to do is just roll down for the nine ball. And he can actually go right to the rail here. But he stays off as good. A little less angle than it looked now, but he's home free here on the nine ball.
Okay, on table 4, Cohen Bell and Junik.
He's stroking him good.
Yeah, he's got a nice pace there. Not too fast, not too slow. So I'm not super familiar with Carl.
He is playing strong.
He is?
Yeah. Six balls. Slams the back of the corner pocket.
Yeah, nice solid break. And he's going to have a look at the one.
There was an exchange with the one at the beginning of the last rack, if I'm not mistaken. That almost went very well for him. So he ends up getting good on the one ball here. Almost locked him in the back of the three. One ball tucked behind the 8 there, so that worked out pretty good. He's going to have a one rail at this if he wants to. Looks like we got some of Carl's family in here. Alicia was in here earlier. Sounded like that was his daughter. And now we have Jamie Friedenberger in here saying that he's only been back at the game for about a year. So kind of like how you were talking about Rick took a break. It says he gave it up for about 10 years. Recently came back into it. Been playing for about a year.
Well, it's great for Carl because he's still on the winner's side. So obviously he's playing very well here. And makes a good hit here on the one, but he'll leave a little opening here for Rick. You see Rick going out there to look because this looks like he might have to bank it here. So he was going up there to see how far he could look at where the cue ball would be at and still be able to get to the 2 ball. So nice, smooth bank by pretty Ricky Scarlato. He may have came a little too far. So he's got to be careful here, Josh, if he decides to draw back here, because he'll be bumping the 7. So he wants to just clip the 7 and get the cue ball out of the way so he can see the shot on the 3. Oh, there you go. He hit it perfect.
Yeah, the rest of this looks really good from here.
Yeah, really all he's got to worry about is the purple 4 ball and the 9 ball there. So if he stops it here. Oh, he came way back. That was a great shot because now the 9 doesn't even come into play. And if it pockets the purple 4 ball here, even if he glances off the 8, he should get position on the 5.
That is definitely a pink 4 ball, by the way.
10 minutes, we're going to draw the 50.
Yeah, pink. I mean, typically it's purple.
Yeah, it's purple on our ball tracker,
Yeah.
too.
But I think we're using TV table balls here, so it does show up pink. So you see how he's not really doing a lot with the cue ball, which is great here for him. He's just getting around the table real easily. So he's got a shot here on the 7 ball. He's got a perfect angle to come into the rail here with a little draw and get above the 8 ball. And as long as he stays on the right line, oh, he definitely underhit that. Wow. Now this becomes a little bit more difficult because he's going to have to juice this up with some inside.
It's the easiest way to miss a ball.
Yeah.
but it finds the heart of the pocket.
He hit it perfect.
He is seeing them good and stroking them well.
Pulls away. Extends his lead. 4-2. Alternate break, so Carl will get back at the table here. So if you guys are just popping on, I've shared a couple posts here at some different streaming platforms directly on our page. So we are on Facebook, but we're also on YouTube and Twitch. So if you guys like the features on either one of those, you can hop over there.
Definitely recommended. You get to view in full HD, full 1080p.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah, between that and being able to just so easily like screencast it somewhere and watch it on whatever device you want, it's nice. It's nice to have. We got a dry break from Carl here.
Yeah, and Ricky's going to have a shot at the one.
Yeah, he about jumped over the table. He came so fast out of his seat. He smells blood right now. He knows he's shooting him well, and he knows he's going to take advantage of his opportunities. Now do you let the cue ball fly here and swing at this one? Try to come in between the 6 and 7 and roll back up and down table?
There's
That's that fearless do-dong shot he always does.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic there, so
He spins away from it. I like it.
yeah, he did a great job. I think he's okay.
Yeah,
here.
he got good here.
You know, by stretching it out a second rail, it will slow down the cue ball a little bit. And so he comes in there good. So he'll just hit this and come right by the orange 5 so that he has position on the 3 ball. Oh, and he just hits it. He hits it perfect. So now the shot is he'll go 2 rails here with just a touch of inside to come up past the 5 ball for the 4. Oh, yeah. And he hit it so good, Josh, because now he's dead straight in on it. He doesn't have the angle going the other way, so he can just draw this 4 ball back to the rail if he wants, which is what you want to do here because you don't want to underdraw it and get stuck by the 7. So you can see the brown 7 there could cause some problems. He just wants to bring it back to the rail.
How's that for speed control?
Yeah, the speed was perfect there.
He is in sync with the table right now.
He's good now because all he's got to do is come straight back now. He can come straight back above the pockets to play the 6 in the side. He would have liked to come a little bit further to make it easier. Now he's going to have to
let it loose a little bit.
Yeah, let it loose, I think. Oh, he just stopped.
Oh,
it.
does it go by the 9? It must. Oh, it's got to go by the 9.
Yeah, so he must have already seen that. It's hard from this angle. Oh, so he's queuing. He was queuing up low, but he's going to take another look at this. But now he's going around to see what line he could come in. Because I like coming 2 rails here into the 8 ball.
Yeah, I like that too. You're rolling into the shot line.
Yeah, but he's drawing. So I wonder if he's just planning on stunning this over or trying to draw to the rail. I don't know what he's thinking here. We'll find out.
Yeah, he might even be able to hold it.
Yeah, he just tried to hold it. Which this is okay because now he's got a decent angle here. He's a little long. I mean, the reason why I don't like that shot as much is because now he's a little longer than he had to be. And now he's got to force this ball in and make sure the cue gets off the rail, get back to the middle of the table for the 9 ball. Oh, and he hit it perfect.
And that's no problem.
He is definitely in sync, Josh, here with the table. I've seen this from Rick before, and if he catches a gear, he's going to be dangerous in this tournament.
Well, from what I'm seeing, that's what we're watching.
Yeah, a few years ago, when Ricky was playing a lot more on the big tables, he had a great finish at Turning Stone to finish 9th through 12th up there in the field of monsters. So when he's playing, he can get there. And nobody really has to like playing him. So right now he's keeping his cue ball on check. And he's just playing real smooth.
Watch the 6-ball for him here. He's been drilling this.
Yeah, he's been practicing a lot on his break, so he's got a big solid break. He'll hit the 1 ball. Very full. Try to pocket the 6 in the corner. Get the 1 to trail up. So 6 is down. You see the cue ball trailing up towards the corner pocket. Watch out there for the 5 ball. He's okay. So he lost the cue ball a little bit there. He didn't want to be all the way down table, but fortunately enough for him, he's got an angle and he can see the 1. So I think you just go forward here to get to the 2 ball. Again, he's got to worry about just pocketing the ball.
Ooh.
Big forgiving pockets. Helped him out. He got around. So now he's got shape on the 2. He's got the pink 4 and pink 5 in the middle of the table. If he can pop this off the rail, see him looking there by that diamond. He's trying to see if he just draws it back a little bit. And then he's got the 4-5 in the same pocket, and then he can get back down on the 7. Because it looks like the 7 goes by the 9. So you could also pop this off the rail, but I think the angle's a little short, so he might just try to come back a little.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, yeah, okay. So he came back a little bit too far. He's going to be okay. So he's got, and this is really dependent on how he feels here. Now he's got the 4 ball in the side. He can just roll this and play the 5, the orange 5 up in the corner. Or if he's really feeling good, he could just go forward with a little inside on this 4, come back off the rail and play the 5 in the same pocket that the 4 is going. So this will tell you if he's in what he's thinking. Yeah, he's just keep it simple.
Yeah, that's something I noticed in the first 2 racks was that he had a lot of opportunities where most players would have played 2 rails around. And he kept it very, was taking shots where he was only a couple diamonds from the short rail and having to shoot long up table just for the sake of cue ball simplicity. And it's working pretty well for him right now.
Yeah, so now he's looking at, so he's got a little bit of a funny angle here on the 5. So he was checking earlier to see if he's just stopped in that area or brings it back a little bit to play that 7. Right past the 9. Because I can see as we're sitting here, there's just a slight angle going away from the 7.
Yeah, he switched to drawing. I like drawing this, but oh, he's just gonna hold it. Oh, he's
Yeah.
gonna play the combo, or he's just gonna cut this past the 7 or the 9. It goes by.
Yeah, I don't like the combo here because of where the 8's at. The Q's gonna run. So if he's playing this shot, he's gonna play this with a little bit of speed, cut the 7 by the 9, and let the cue ball run all the way up table and kind of back down in the middle here for the 8. Oh, you watch out for the scratch. Perfect.
He escapes it.
But now he's got a little bit more angle than he likes. So he's might bring this off of the long rail and back over past the 9. And yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Because of that angle, he had to really have some power to get back over. But he hasn't left anything easy here, Josh.
All right, we're drawing the number right now.
He's going to have to hit this hard. And
The number is
oh, wow. What a shot.
480.
Nailed it.
480. Help me get it.
It's a great shot there by Carl. And we'll show you that one again. So he'll get a game back on Rick. Rick will still leave 5-3, but you see Rick here misses the 8 ball and leaves him a real acute angle here on the 8. He's got to hit this with some speed and draw. He wants to draw back to the rail and get on the other side of the 9. It's queued up. A lot of inside English to get it to hold. And he comes back and hits right before that diamond and gets perfect on the 9. So that instant replay was brought to you by Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. Great shot by Carl. He gets a game, so now it's 5-3. He's within 2 games now. Go back to that if you want. You good? I can go back to that if you want.
Oh, yeah. I realized early on that if I didn't keep my hand on it, I was not going to click them.
I can see that.
So he narrowly escaped this 5 ball here. Very narrowly. He hit the 2 ball nicely.
So now I wonder if he's just going to play him safer for 3, if he's trying to make the 3. I mean, obviously, he could just stop the cue ball dead behind the 6. You know, but then he doesn't want to make it. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to bank it accidentally because he's got to. He wants to. He need a shot on the 5. So he's got to commit one way or the other. You're either going to cut this in.
Do you still have the bracket link handy? Messenger or anything you can send it to me?
Yeah.
So he left him long and open.
Yeah, I don't know if I
don't understand that, considering how strong the safety option that was there was.
I think he was just really in between, you know, so many thoughts there that he may not have been committed to one or the other. And even though he did leave him long, you know, he certainly left him options. He can bank the ball here. He can play it safe here if he wants. He can chip the 3 and bring the cue ball back down. Set that over to you.
Now we know.
Yep. They got a long shot here on the 5 ball for Carl. Problem is he's got to get to the 6 ball too. Looks like the 6 might just go by the 9 ball. Wants to be careful not to clip the 7 here. Oh, and he just missed it.
Yeah, I don't even feel like he threatened the pocket there.
And he's way long here on the 6. So it looks like he's left Ricky a dead bank here if he wants to attack.
Guys, I'm going to go ahead and post the link to the bracket online in the chat right there. You guys should be able to click that and see where everybody's at, where they came from, and where they're going. See how many players are left in the event. Check on whatever you need to. We're going to get the ticker updated for you guys here briefly. Those of you guys who have been tuning in with us today, oh, that nudge on the 6 was perfect.
Great safety there by Rick Scarlato.
But yeah, those of you who've been tuning in for a while today know that we've had a lot of issues that were out of our hands. The internet was acting up a little bit, and then the power actually went out twice, 2 different times. Just flickered, but just enough to shut off the computer and make it restart. Oh, almost.
And he just misses. So that safety by Rick is gonna
pay off big.
Yeah, pay off big, and he elected not to go for the bank, which was smart on his part. Plays a good safety now. He's going to have ball in hand. A lot easier run here. You know, I think it's important because there's a time and a place when you can be offensive. And then there are times where the match is still close. Rick knows it's close, 5-3. So he decides to play defensive, which is going to pay the dividends here if he can get out. Pockets the 6 ball. Nothing to do here. Just going to pocket the 7 ball with pocket speed. He'll come off the rail just a tad for the 9. Perfect. Rick's going to lead 6-3. And here's that safety. Instead of tacking here on the 5 ball, he elects to just clip a little bit of the 5 ball and try to get the cue ball down here behind the 6 and the 9 ball. And he hits it good. You can see it rolling down, perfect speed, just nudges the 6. And he gets him directly behind the 9 ball. So perfect shot to get him 6-3 on the hill first. Of course, the replay is all brought to you by Brews and Cues on the Boulevard out in Glen Burnie, Maryland. If you're ever down there, stop in there. One of the premier pool rooms here in Maryland. It's almost our cue.
Mm-hmm.
So wing ball down. We've seen him make that pretty consistently, you know, throughout this match. So you can tell that he's breaking really well, but this time he ends up not getting a leave on the 1 ball. So he's going to probably have to push here, Josh. But where do you push to? That's the question. I like pushing down towards the corner pocket. Or leave him long, tough cut. And that looks like that's where he's sending the cue ball. So just get him up. He's standing back up. Yeah, the most important thing here with the push is even if you're going to let him see the ball, you should have a plan in place if you are going to get the shot back.
Yeah.
You got to think about what you're going to do with it. But I like pushing it down here towards the corner, and that's what he did.
Cunningham, ball and arrow.
Now in Carl's instance here, I like taking the shot here. I don't want to give this back because there's a couple things that can happen. He obviously can play safe. He can send that one ball down. But he can cut it in, Josh. I mean, he can't make the one. He can cut it in, and he's going to come down as long as he doesn't scratch. He'll have position for the two.
He decides not to risk it, but he's going to leave a wide open window here.
Oh.
That is like...
Man, I mean, he might have the exact window to get through there.
This is close. Rick's looking at it from both sides. Checking the angle on the 2-ball.
Because that really could be a big mistake. If he left him the window here to make the one, all Rick has to do is stop the ball, draw the ball back. He just doesn't want to be shooting directly over the 9.
Yeah.
So maybe just bring it back a little.
I think it'll stun up closer toward the side pocket a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, that's good. So now he's got plenty of room to get position on the 3. So big mistake there by Carl. Got an angle here. You can just bring this cue ball over. Right in between the 8 here. Oh, he didn't get there. Oh, now the angle gets a little tougher because the 8 ball is big here. Because he's got to cut this. There's the 4 ball there. So
yeah, that orange is
he's
deceiving.
fine,
It kind of looks like the 3 ball. So he got perfect on this 5 ball here. Snap it back just a little bit.
Yeah, just bring it back. Leave himself an angle. Get the 8 to the 8 and 9. And Ricky should be able to get out of this rack here. I like it.
He's looking good. Just a little stun over. 8 in the side, 9 in the corner pocket close to the chalk. And Rick is in a strong position to close it out 7-3 here against Carl. And Carl played very good in the beginning of the set. As Rick had the pressure of being a couple racks up on him, we started to see some mistakes happen.
Well, for not playing for a year, I mean, he certainly is, was playing very well, but there's nothing you can do about a guy that's in stroke here. And Rick has just shown that he's just dialed in here on the table. So
yeah, see, and that's another example there where I was talking about cue ball simplicity. Like, he really easily could have stunned that over and just played the 8 in the side and got the exact same position on the 9 ball here. But for the sake of cue simplicity, he just stopped it at the 7 and took the longer shot to the corner. And there it is. Nicely done, Rick.
Rick wins 7-3, so Rick will stay on the winner's side. Carl will bounce over to the B side. We'll take a minute and thank our sponsors. Speaking of Rick Scarlato, I want to thank On the Hill Productions. Of course, the next event will be here at June 29th through the 30th. Champion Billiards is going to be 8-ball action. And, of course, your instant replay sponsor, Brews and Cues on the Boulevard in Glen Burnie. Feel free to check them out if you're in the area. Our good friend Tina, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, she can help you out. She's got 17 years experience. She's with RE/MAX. You can check her out at www.thehomeagent.com. And she says call her directly, 410-207-5993. She handles residential, commercial, new construction, everything that you can possibly think of. So avid pool player as well. So we always like to support our pool player friends. So check her out. And, of course, our friend Bill Hill at Money Shot Out Billiards. Join the mob today. You can call Bill at 443-605-9833. Of course, he's handling cue repairs, tips, ferrules, cleaning shafts, everything that you can possibly think of.
Table 5.
Hit him up if you need something. And, of course, Baltimore City Cues and Jay Wilkinson right here in Champion Billiards. If you need some work done, you can stop by here. Check them out. They got George Lowry back there doing repairs and cleaning shafts today. And, of course, this is very exciting from Baltimore City Cues and Jay. They're bringing out the Billiard Diary. So website is now live. You can check them out at billiarddiary.net. All things surrounding the amateur players, interviews, reviews, podcasts. They're going to be doing video blogs and stuff like that. So definitely check them out. And, of course, Lights Out Billiards Apparel. Go to the website now, shoplightsoutbilliards.com. Enter in the code MDState20. Save 20% off your order till midnight on Sunday. welcome back, guys. Just want to let you know we just finished the last A-side match for the evening. So all the A-sides back to bring it back to top 24. So we're shutting down tonight, and band is getting ready to come in. So it's going to get real loud in here. You're not going to be able to hear us. So 10 a.m. tomorrow, we'll be back in the booth, bringing you live coverage all the way to the end until we crown a champion in the Maryland State. So thank you for dealing with all the issues here that weren't necessarily with us. We appreciate you guys still tuning in. And you've been watching BSN, the Billiard Sports Network. I'm Jake Lawson, along with my partner Josh Setterfield. And we are signing off for tonight. And we will see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.